Research of the Paleolithic site located on the right bank of the Dry Mechetka Gully in Volgograd is being carried out in the fall of 2021 by a group of scientists from St. Petersburg, Moscow, Novosibirsk, and Volgograd. Experts find out the chronology of the most famous settlement of an ancient man. "This is not our first field season in Volgograd," said Alexander Ocherednoy. "Our mission is to continue the study of the Dry Mechetka, one of the oldest in the Volgograd region, and a very famous site of primitive man, in particular, a Neanderthal." Experts are comprehensively studying the geological strata that covered the cultural layer left by the Neanderthals. On the slope of the famous ravine, archaeologists dug trenches of fairly decent depth. They reveal deposits that make it possible. The research was seriously slowed down by an unexpected discovery: an aerial bomb from the time of the Great Patriotic War. I had to wait for the sappers to neutralize it. Having moved to another place on the left side of the railway bridge, we made another geological trench, found deposits there, almost identical to those already known on Dry Mechetka, the archaeologist continues. And we will continue to work with them in the future. The bones of bison were found in the soil, which lived in our area in ancient times. Most likely, they became the prey of ancient hunters. In addition to bison, there were horses, saigas, and mammoths. Since our work is now focused on chronology and geology, we do not open up a large area of the monument, although in this case there would be more finds. But we will deal with this in the future, promised Alexander Ocherednoy. In addition to archaeologists and geologists, paleobotanists, paleozoologists, and paleosol scientists are involved in the work. Soil samples will then disperse to different cities and universities, scientific centers. After analyzing and comparing the results, scientific articles will be published. Thanks to cooperation with German experts from the Max Planck Institute in Leipzig, the scientists were able to obtain the first series of dates for the Dry Mechetka. According to preliminary data, its age is about 60,000 years. One has to strain one's imagination to imagine what then, in ancient times, was on the site of a ravine overgrown with reeds and a modern garage cooperative. There was also a ravine, but much lower. We are now standing on those deposits that the Caspian Sea brought, which entered these territories more than once. But that was many tens of thousands of years after the Neanderthals, and the people of the Stone Age lived in a small ravine, along the bottom of which there was a stream. The climate was quite warm, the weather was about the same as now. Herds of bison used to hunt here. Several seasonal dwellings of an ancient man were located along the slope, says Alexander Ocherednoy. Pavel Klemenko, senior specialist of the archaeology department of the Volgograd Research and Production Center for the Protection of Historical and Cultural Monuments, has been working at the excavation site since early morning with his comrades. Volgograd archaeologists provide all possible assistance to their Russian colleagues. "We work only by hand," says Pavel Klemenko.